Welcome to our latest segment of Connections with Cook. I'm Tom Cook, the Executive Director, and I will be your host today. Today we are highlighting some of the recent developments within the realm of human resources. With us today is Charlotte Crowell, the Chief Human Resource Officer for the DRBA. Welcome, Charlotte.
Well, thank you, Tom.
Great. Well, let's get started. In July, the DRBA commissioners unanimously passed a resolution regarding a temporary revision to employee leave accruals. Charlotte, why have we changed the leave accruals for 20 and 21?
Okay, Tom, as you know, many of our employees are essential workers, which means that they have to be at work. Then we had the travel advisory because of the surge of the pandemic. We took a look at it, and over 30% of our employees, because they had to be at work and they could not travel, would have lost a lot of their unused annual leave. And so we made a recommendation to modify our annual leave carryover.
What did we change?
What we changed was we added for the first year, which is for 2021, an additional 120 hours that you can carry over from 2020 into 2021. And then for 2021 into 2022, we added an additional 60 hours. We feel that with those two temporary changes, that employees would not unnecessarily lose any of their earned vacation.
Thank you, Charlotte, for that update.
You're
So
welcome.
recently I received an email from Human Resources on our Wellness Points program and the deadline extension. What's the latest with that?
Okay, so because of the pandemic and doctor's offices not accepting patients, we actually extended our Wellness Initiatives program from August 31st to September 30th. And so therefore, employees may be able, and their covered spouses, be able to get some of their preventive screenings taken care of, and then also tobacco cessation. We felt like we needed to give more time for all of that. And so we're still on point to having it end on September the 30th. More and more employees are finding a way to get their screenings done and their visits with their doctors. And so far it's looking good.
I know the COVID-19 pandemic has had implications with FMLA policies. Can you provide me with a little information on this?
Okay, so let's first start off by saying what FMLA is. FMLA is Family Medical Leave Act. It's a federal legislation that was passed in January 1993, and it provides for employees to take certain types of paid leave for family and medical reasons. You can get up to 12 weeks of job-protected leave. You can take it paid or unpaid. You can take it intermittent or continuous leave. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the federal government put through a temporary act called the Families First Coronavirus Response Act. It is from April 1st, 2020 and ends on December 31st, 2020. And it has about 6 different reasons that you can expand FMLA to employees. The ones that is forefront today for us and for a lot of companies are the fact of the school reopenings. And some schools are closed still, and some schools have hybrid openings. And so employees can request to take FMLA to be able to stay home with their children for that reason, education reasons, if their schools are closed or if their daycares are closed. And we've had a couple of employees, a few employees request FMLA leave for that purpose.
You know, I'm particularly pleased with the current effort to go paperless with our leave and approval process. I know Human Resources and ITS has worked very hard on this transition. Can you give us some insight into the new process?
Yes, of course. We use KRONOS as our absence and time reporting system in order for our employees to be paid, and especially those employees who are eligible for overtime pay. Currently, employees can actually, swipe at the time clocks, and that's how we register their time. They can also take a look at their leave balances through the time clocks. So this was initially a project from ITS that we tried to save money, time, and resources by going to another enhancement that KRONOS has, and it's called the electronic leave request. It's really simple and fast. HR has been piloting it since the beginning of the year and using it. And basically, you know, you can go on your computer, you can go on a mobile app, and some employees can even do this at the time clock. You request your leave. Once you request that leave, an email notification is sent to the manager or supervisor to approve it. It's approved with comments or, you know, declined with comments, and then it's done. It's just that simple. It's wonderful.
That's awesome. That's a great job of the two departments working together for the best of the DRBA. Charlotte, is there anything you'd like to add before we close out this segment of Connections with Cook?
Yes, Tom, I would like to thank all of the employees and managers for all they do to make sure that we're providing the best services to our customers and patrons through this pandemic. Everyone's been doing a very good job. And then also to you, Tom, thanking you for the ways that you have shown our employees that we can communicate with them. We started off with email blasts, we have Omni Alert, and now we have Connections with Cook. And I think that the more that we find out how we can reach our employees, the better. So I would thank you, Tom, for continually finding ways to communicate with our employees.
Charlotte, thank you again for being with us today with this segment of Connections with Cook. Once again, I'd just like to remind everybody to email me at telltheboss@drba.net. We use that to generate questions for this segment. So once again, keep those emails coming. Thank you. I hope everyone stays safe over the next week, and I look forward to seeing you around the DRBA.